Welcome to the Madison Order Podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 28, 2024. MLB, WNBA, soccer, U.S. Open, golf, NFL outside linebacker rankings, news and notes, and best bet. We're going to start with baseball. We'll go over the games from last night and look ahead to the games today. Tigers over the Angels 6-2, Cubs over the Pirates 9-5, Phillies over the Astros 5-0. Nats over the Yankees 4-2, Royals over the Guardians 6-1, A's over the Reds 5-4, Red Sox over the Blue Jays 6-3, Braves over the Twins 8-6 and 10, Padres over the Cardinals 7-5, Giants over the Brewers 5-4. Rangers White Sox suspended. The game will resume today at 5 o'clock. Marlins over the Rockies 9-8, so best bet was a big fat loser. Mets over the Diamondbacks 8-3. Oh, that was the game I was considering too. Rays over the Mariners 3-2. O's over the Dodgers 3-2. And I was considering the over in Rays Mariners too, but I didn't go there. All right, the suspended game will resume between the Rangers and the White Sox at 5 o'clock. You know the Rangers are going to be favored. And the weird thing is that on my thing right now, it only shows 0 for the Rangers, and it doesn't say a number for the White Sox. And I don't see a line out. All right, 12:30 we have a game. Cubs-Pirates. Cubs are over 500 now. Kyle Hendricks and Paul Skeens. Pirates minus 162. Cubs plus 136. Over under 8.5. Over is even money. Unders minus 122. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 38. Pirates minus 1.5 plus 115. I'm not going Cubs outright as the pick because of Paul Skeens. Instead, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to do an alternate total. I'm going to go under 7.5 plus 116. Royals Guardians at 1. Michael Wacha, Tanner Bebe. Guardians minus 154. Royals plus 130 over under 8. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 166. Guardians minus 1.5 is plus 138. That's a tough one. But the two teams are tied now, which is crazy. I'm actually going to go with Michael Wacha and the Cardinals at plus 130. 4 o'clock, Astros, Phillies, Spencer Arguetti, and Taijuan Walker. Spencer Arguetti's been much better lately. And it's a pick'em, minus 180 over under 9. Overs minus 122, unders even money. Astros minus 1.5 plus 140, Phillies plus 1.5 is minus 170. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Houston, minus 108. Arguetti's been a lot better. I can't believe I'm picking Houston with Arguetti. Now it's been like an auto fade for me. 4 o'clock, Rays Mariners, Drew Rasmussen and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 172, Rays plus 144, over under 7, minus 10 each way. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 152, Mariners minus 1.5 plus 126, under. 640, Angels Tigers. Griffin Canning and Mason Englert. Tigers minus 146, Angels plus 124, over under 9, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 162, Tigers minus 1.5 plus 134. I'm going to go with the over. Reds A's from Cincy. Osvaldo Bido and Fernando Cruz. A's minus 112, Reds minus 104, over under 10, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. A's minus 1.5 plus 132. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 62. The A's have been a good team since the start of the summer. So I'm going to go with Oakland minus 112. 6:45 Yanks Nats on Prime Video here in the New York area. Carlos Rodon and Mackenzie Gore. Yankees minus 188. Nats plus 158 over under 9 minus 110 each way. Yanks minus 1.5 is minus 115. Nats plus 1.5 is minus 104. It's either going to be the Yankees on the run line and the bounce back spot or the over. I'm going to go with the oof. I just don't trust the Nationals offensively. They had a turn back the clock performance from Corbin yesterday, so I'm going to lay the 1.5 with the Yankees. 7 o'clock, Jays Red Sox. Chris Bassett and Brian Balow. Red Sox minus 142, Jays plus 120, over under 9, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Jays plus 1.5 is minus 164, Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 136. I'm going with the Blue Jays at plus 120. 7:30 Braves Twins. Chris Sale, David Festa. Braves minus 136, Twins plus 116, over under 7.5, overs minus weight, unders minus 112. Braves minus 1.5 plus 118, Twins plus 1.5 is minus 142. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with the Braves at plus 118. Padres Cardinals at 7:45, Joe Musgrove and Andre Palante. Padres minus 126, Cards plus 108, over under 8, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Padres minus 1.5 plus 126, Cards plus 1.5 is minus 152. I'm going to take the Cards on the money line at plus 108. All right, 8 o'clock, Giants Brewers. Kyle Harrison, Freddie Peralta. Brewers minus 164, Giants plus 138, over under 8, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 152, Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 126. I'm going with the over. Rangers White Sox, Jack Leiter in TBD. Rangers minus 172, White Sox plus 144. So it's Chris Flexen for Chicago. Over under 9, minus 110 each way. Rangers minus 1.5 is minus 108. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 111. Under, because this is the perfect Jack Leiter, I'm Jack Leiter, top prospect type of game. Marlins Rockies at 8:30. Max Meyer and Kyle Freeland. Rockies minus 124, Marlins plus 106, over under 11, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Marlins minus 1.5 plus 146, Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 178. I'm going to go with the over. I know I'm not betting it for best bet. Mets Diamondbacks at 9:30. Luis Severino, Eduardo Rodriguez. Diamondbacks minus 118, Mets even money, over under 8.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Mets minus 1.5 plus 150, D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 182. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks in their bounce back spot at minus 118 against the Mets. And 10 o'clock, O's Dodgers. Corbin Burns, Walker Buehler. Dodgers minus 110, O's minus 106, over under 8.5, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. O's minus 1.5 plus 146, Dodgers plus 1.5 is minus 176. I'm going to go with the under with the hook for that one. All right, now move on to the WNBA. We'll recap the games from yesterday and look ahead to tonight's slate. So we had one game last night. The Wings outright beat the Aces 93-90. That's a surprising upset. I gave out the under, but that obviously did not come through. Oh, wow. 5 games tonight, but no games Thursday. All right, 7 o'clock, NBA TV, Sun Fever. You would think the Sun are slight favorites. Yes, 3.5, totals 165. I'm going to take Caitlin Clark and the Fever plus the 3 and hook and plus 140 to win. 8 o'clock, Mercury Sky. The Mystic Sky, my bad. The Mystics are giving 2.5, totals 160. The wrong team is favored here. I guess there's an injury on Chicago that makes the Mystics a minus favor on the road. But anyway, I'm taking the Sky plus 2.5 and plus 118 outright. 10 o'clock, NBA TV, Liberty Sparks. The Liberty are giving a whopping 13.5, totals 164.5. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm going to take the over. Lynx Mercury. The Lynx are giving 4.5, totals 162.5. I'm taking the Phoenix Mercury plus the points. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they cover. And then Dream Storm. The Storm are giving 8.5, totals 155.5. I love the over. That total's low. All right, now move on to soccer. We'll go over the results of note from yesterday and look ahead to today. We have some more Carabao Cup. Second round, Stoke over Borough 5-0, Blackpool over Blackburn 2-1, Brighton over Crawley Town 4-0, Coventry over Oxford 1-0, Fleetwood Town over Rotherham 2-1, Sheffield Wednesday over Grimsby Town 5-1, Preston over Harrogate 5-0, Leicester over Tranmere 4-0, Leyton Orient over Millwall 1-0, Watford over Plymouth 2-0, Walsall over Huddersfield 3-2, Bolton over Shrewsbury 2-0, QPR Luton 1-1 draw, QPR advances 4-1 on penalties. 0-0 draw between Barrow and Derby. Barrow advances 3-2 on penalties. Barnsley over Sheffield United 1-0. Everton over Doncaster 3-0. Fulham over Birmingham 2-0. Crystal Palace over Norwich City 4-0. All right, we have a handful of games today. 2:30, we have Wolves and Burnley. Wolves minus 230, Burnley's 5-1, the draw's plus 330. Wolves have been awful. I'm going to go with the draw plus 330. 245, Cardiff and Southampton. Southampton minus 160, Cardiff plus 380, draw plus 270. Southampton, I would say wins, but my pick's going to be under 2.5 goals minus 102. Colchester and Brentford. Brentford minus 470, Colchester plus 950, draw plus 470. Under 2.5 goals plus 116. Swansea and Wycombe. Swansea minus 220, Wycombe 5-1, the draw's plus 330. Under 2.5 goals plus 112. Wimbledon and Ipswich. Ipswich minus 270, Wimbledon plus 550, the draw's plus 360. I'm going to do under 2.5 goals plus 126. West Ham and Bournemouth. West Ham minus 125, Bournemouth plus 270, and the draw's plus 272. Under plus 120, 2.5. And 3 o'clock, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle. Newcastle's minus 105, Nottingham plus 230, draw plus 250. I'm going to take a chance here and go with Newcastle on the road at minus 105. Okay. La Liga from yesterday. Mallorca, Sevilla, 0-0 draw. Barcelona, Vareo, 2-1. All right, we have a Betis Getafe, that's postponed. So 1 o'clock to Athletic and Valencia. Athletic minus 170, Valencia plus 490, draw plus 270. I'm going to do over 2.5 goals plus 118. Valladolid and Leganes. Valladolid plus 115, Leganes plus 280, draw plus 190. I'm going to go with Valladolid plus 115. 330, Atletico and Espanyol. Atletico minus 420, Espanyol's 11-1, the draw's plus 460. Under 2.5 goals plus 106. Real Sociedad and Alaves. Real Sociedad minus 170, Alaves 5-1, the draw's plus 240. Over 2.5 goals plus 156. All right, German Cup today. All right, so yesterday Stuttgart beat Proven Munster 5-0, and today at noon you have Karl Zeiss Jena and Leverkusen. Leverkusen is going to run away and hide from this one. Leverkusen's minus 3,500. Jena is 70-1. The draw is 18-1. I'm going to go under 4.5 goals at minus 112. And that's going to end the first round of the German Cup. We did Carabao already. We have MLS tonight, 7:30. It's a big one. The Philadelphia Union are hosting the Columbus Crew, the rematch of the semifinals. But it's in Subaru Park in Chester. So, would it surprise anyone if the Union are favored? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to say they are favored. No, they're not. Columbus is plus 135. The Union are plus 165. The draw's plus 260. The Union were playing really well in the Cup. I think the play carries over. It's a big spot at home. The goalie's back and healthy. I think Columbus is favored because they just beat the Union, but that was in Columbus by multiple goals. But I'm going to say Philadelphia wins here, plus 165. The U.S. Open Cup is today. Second game. So, Casey over Indy 2-0, and then Seattle LAFC. I think I gave out a pick for this yesterday and took LAFC at plus 170. I don't know. I thought this game was played yesterday for some reason. And now it's a pick of plus 155 each way, and the draws plus 220. I'm going with LAFC. plus 155. Champions League qualifying. We have the playoff round today. A couple of games. 12:45. FK Karabag and Dynamo Zagreb. Karabag FK's minus 110. Zagreb's plus 230. The draw's plus 280. Zagreb leads 3-0 in aggregate. This is a must spot for Karabag. I'm going to take them at minus 110 for this game, but Zagreb might advance. 3 o'clock, Red Star and Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt leads 2-1 on aggregate. Red Stars minus 110. Bodo Glimt's plus 230. Draws plus 270. I'm going to go with the draw plus 270. All right, you have Slovan Bratislava and FC Michelin. 1-1 on aggregate. Tie. Michelin's plus 125. Slovan's plus 190. The draw's plus 220. I'm going to go with the draw plus 220. And last but not least, Slavia Prague and Lille. Lille leads 2-0 in aggregate. Slavia Prague's plus 125. Lille's plus 195. The draw's plus 210. Lille's been playing better. I'm actually going to take them out right here at plus 195. All right, Pro League from yesterday. Al Fateh over Al Ali 1-0. Al Nasser over Al Faya 4-1. Al Qadisha over Al Raid 1-0. Today at 11:45, Al Etifak and Al Akdod. For some reason, ESPN Bet has this link, but not FanDuel. Etifak's minus 190. Akdod's 4-1. The draw's plus 280. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals, minus 105. 2 o'clock, Al Hilal and Damak. Al Hilal's minus 525. Damak's plus 750. The draw's 5-1. I'm going to go over 3.5 at minus 115. And then 2 o'clock also, Al Weda and Al Oroba. Al Weda plus 120. Oroba plus 190. The draw's plus 215. I'm going to go with Al Weda at plus 120. All right, now move on to the U.S. Open. We'll go over yesterday's first round results, and then the second round begins today. So that should be fun. We're going to start in the men's. Okay. 14 seed Tommy Paul over Lorenzo Sonego in 4 sets. 3 seed Carlos Alcaraz over Lee 2 in 4 sets. Mattia Bellucci over Sam Wawrinka in 3 sets. Chris O'Connell over 26 seed Nicholas Jarry in 4 sets. Zizou Bergs over Pavel Kotov in 5 sets. Gabriel Diallo over Wame Munar in 2 sets. 31 seed Flavio Caboli over James Duckworth in 4 sets. Fabian Morozan over Hamad Medjevic in 5 sets. 16 seed Sebastian Korda over Corzin Motep in 3 sets. Max Purcell over Alexander Vucic in 3 sets. Botic van de Zandschulp over Denis Shapovalov in 3 sets. 24 seed Arthur Fils over Leonard Tallien in 4 sets. 5 seed Daniil Medvedev over Dusan Lajovic in 4 sets. 10 seed Alex Demeter over Marcos Sharon in 4 sets. Facundo Diaz over Hugo Gaston in 3 sets. Nuno Borges over Federico Coria in 3 sets. 1 seed Jannik Sinner over Mackenzie McDonald in 4 sets. 30 seed Matteo Arnaldi over Zachary Savaja in 3 sets. Roman Safulin over Matthew Forbes in 3 sets. 25 seed Jack Draper over Zizi Zong in 3 sets and a walkover. Adrian Manarino over Borna Koric in 3 sets. Alex Mickelson over Elliot Sparizzi in 3 sets. Dan Evans upsets 23 seed Karen Kakdavov in 5 sets in a great match. Otto Vatirin over Quentin Haley's in 4 sets. Thomas Maychak over Fabio Fognini in 3 sets. Mariano Navane over Daniel Altmaier in 4 sets. David Goffin over 22 seed Alejandro Tabilo in 3 sets. Jacob Mentic over 19 seed Felix Auger-Salame in 3 sets. 7 seed Hubert Hurkacz over Tiffany Skatov in 3 sets. Tristan Skulkate over Taro Daniel in 5 sets. Jordan Thompson over Constant Lestienne in 3 sets. And Tanasi Kakanakis over 11 seed Stefano Tsitsipas in 4 sets. All right, today at 11 o'clock, you have 29 seed Francisco Cerundolo and Thomas Martin Echeverry. Now we're in the second round. Mitchell Kruger and 32 seed Jiri Lecheka. Rinky Hishkata and 9 seed Grigor Dimitrov. 12-15, Brandon Nakashima and Arthur Kazo. 21 seed Sebastian Baez and Talon Grigspor. Alexandre Mueller and 4 seed Alexander Zverev. 1 o'clock, 6 seed Andrei Rublev and Arthur Rinderknecht. Alexander Shevchenko and 20 seed Francis Tiafoe. 1:15, 1:30, Roberto Carreras Baena and J.C. Shang. 13 seed Ben Shelton and Roberto Batista Agut. 2:15, Mimar Kekmanovic and 18 seed Lorenzo Musetti. 28 seed Alexei Paparin and Pedro Martinez. 17 seed Ugo Humbert and Francisco Camansana. 5 o'clock, 8 seed Casper Ruud and Gail Monfils. 8:15, Laszlo Djere and 2 seed Novak Djokovic and Matteo Berrettini and 12 seed Taylor Fritz. All right, women's results from yesterday. First round, 6 seed Jessica Pegula over Shelby Rogers in 2 sets. Sofia Kenin over Emma Raducanu in 3 sets. 5 seed Jasmine Paolini over Bianca Andreescu in 3 sets. 30 seed Yulia Putintseva over Linda Noskova in 2 sets. Marie Boskova over Eva Liss in 2 sets. 16 seed Ludmila Sampson over Qiang Wang in 2 sets. 22 seed Beatrice Haddad Maya over Elena Avasayan in 3 sets. 18 seed Diana Schneider over Nadia Podoroska in 2 sets. Sarah Sorbis over Alexa Noel in 2 sets. Varvara Lipchenko over Brenda Fervitova in a walkover in 1 set. Anastasia Potapova over Leyla Fernandez, her 23 seed, in 3 sets. Carolina Pliskova over Myra Sheriff in 3 sets. Clara Tauson over Anna Carolina Schmidlova in 3 sets. 4 seed Elena Rybakina over Destiny Iva in 2 sets. Xinyu Wang over Arina Rodionova in 3 sets. Anna Bondar over Bernarda Pera in 3 sets. Jessica Buzas over Petra Martic in 2 sets. 15 seed Anna Kalinskaya over Lauren Davis in 2 sets. Renata Zarazua over 28 seed Caroline Garcia in 2 sets. Naomi Osaka over 10 seed Jelena Ostapenko in 2 sets. Caroline Wozniacki over Nao Habino in 2 sets. 21 seed Mira Andreeva over Camila Osorio in 2 sets. Elizabeth Cacciaretto over Katarina Bindel in 2 sets. 1 seed Iga Swiatek over Kamila Rakhimova in 2 sets. Jessica Ponchek over SS Zhang in 2 sets. 31 seed Katie Bolter over Alexandra Sasnovic in 3 sets. 25 seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova over Tyla Preston in 2 sets. Caroline Dolhide upsets 11 seed Danielle Collins in 3 sets. Sarah Arani over Christina Buska in 3 sets. Ina Shabara over Daria Savili in 3 sets. Carolina Muchova over Katie Velenets in 2 sets. Ashlyn Kruger over Shuai Zhang in 3 sets. And Elise Mertens and SS Zhang was canceled. Alright, second round begins today, 11 o'clock. 18th, Barbara Krejcikova and Elena Gabriela Rus. Mayuka Uchijima and Julie Niemer. Alja Tomkovic and Elise Mertens. Taylor Towson, 26 seed Paula Badosa at noon. 14 seed Madison Keys and Maya Joint. 12:15. 17 QW Zhang and Erica Andreeva. 1 o'clock, Harriet Dart and 19 seed Marta Kasiuk. 29 seed Ekaterina Alexandrova and Iva Jovic. 1:30, Diane Parry and YF Wong. 2:15, Lucia Bronzetti and 2 seed Arena Sablenka. 24 seed Donna Vecek and Greet Minen. 3 o'clock, 13 seed Emma Navarro and Aranxa Rus. 4:15, 27 seed Elena Svitolina and Elena Kalinina. Peyton Stearns and 12 seed Daria Kasakina. 7 o'clock, Tajana Maria and 3 seed Coco Gauff and 20 seed Victoria Azarenka and Clara Burrell. Alright, so there you have it for U.S. Open. Now move on to golf. We have another tournament coming up in Atlanta. It's the Tour Championship. It gets underway tomorrow morning. So all the big stars are in this. 11:16, Christian Ziedenhout, Justin Thomas. 11:27, Aaron Ray, Taylor Hope. 11:38, Taylor Pendrith, Chris Kirk. 11:49, Matt Pavon, Seb Straka. Noon, Brett Horschel, Tommy Fleetwood. 12:16, Ashke Pahita, Robert McIntyre. 12:27, Victor Hoven, Ryan Henley. 12:38, Tony Finau, Byung Gonon. 12:49, Adam Scott, Shane Lowry. 1 o'clock, Steve Thiglia, Sun J.M. 1:16, Patrick Cantlay, Sam Burns. 1:27, Colin Morikawa, Wyndham Clark. 1:38, Rory McIlroy, Lovie Gilbert. 1:49, Hideki Matsuyama, Keegan Bradley. And 2 o'clock, the big two of Xander Schauffele and the great Scotty Scheffler. So the Tour Championship, Hovland won it last year. The year before was Rory. Cantlay was in 21. COVID was DJ. In 19, it was Rory. Tiger was in 18. I remember that one. 17 was Xander. So there's a lot of big stars in this, obviously. I think the Tiger's not in this, although it would be a better ratings number for sure. Because I still think Tiger gets eyeballs, even at the stage. But there's a number that stands out to me at 18-1. This guy's won this a few times. I am not a fan of backing this person, but I'm willing to do it here. A 20th of a unit, Rory McIlroy. 18-1. To win the Tour Championship. All right, NFL outside linebacker rankings. So I did defensive ends yesterday. Today will be outside linebackers. A grand total of 38 players made the list because there's a lot of teams that do like 4 pass rush, 5 in the secondary, and then 2 linebackers. Like the Mike and the Will. Or the weak side in the middle. So, without further ado, here we go. 38, Segun Olubi, Colts. 37, DeMarvion Overshawn, Cowboys. 36, Henry Tuotuo, Texans. 35, Chad Muma, Jaguars. 34, Devin Bush, Browns. 33, DJ Wanham, Panthers. 32, Lorenzo Carter, Falcons. 31, Chop Robinson, Dolphins. 30, Jared Verse, Rams. 29, Harold Landry III, Titans. 28, Jonathan Cooper, Broncos. 27, Willie Gay, Saints. 26, Yaya Diaby, Buccaneers. 25, Kyle Van Noy, Ravens. 24, Baron Browning, Broncos. 23, Dennis Gardeck, Cardinals. 22, Byron Young, Rams. 21, Joe Tyron Schwainka, Buccaneers. 20, Uchenna Nwosu, Seahawks. 19, Arden Key, Titans. 18, Zaven Collins, Cardinals. 17, Jonathan Grenard, Vikings. 16, Kayvon Thibodeau, Giants. 15, Matt Judon, Falcons. 14, Devondre Campbell, 49ers. 13, Bryce Huff, Eagles. 12, Jelani Tavai, Patriots. 11, Leo Chenal, Chiefs. 10, Josh Sweat, Eagles. 9, Jadeveon Clowney, Panthers. 8, Andrew Van Ginkel, Vikings. 7, Odafe Owe, Ravens. 6, Brian Burns, Giants. 5, Alex Highsmith, Steelers. 4, Joey Bosa, Chargers. 3, Khalil Mack, Chargers. 2, Jalen Phillips, Dolphins. And number 1, of course, TJ Watt, Pittsburgh Steelers. TJ Watt is one in the spot. He's listed as outside linebacker. Meanwhile, Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett and Nick Bosa are all listed as defensive ends. So, TJ Watt gets this honor. Jalen Phillips has been a monster the last couple of years. I put Khalil Mack ahead of Joey Bosa because Joey Bosa's always hurt. It's just the bottom line. Alex Highsmith's coming off an awesome year. Brian Burns trade to a new team. And then it's a lot of journeyman type of players and then some veterans who I think are still good. But you could argue they're a little overrated. But outside linebacker is top heavy. I mean, there's some solid guys, and then there's only a few, unplayable guys at, the bottom of the list, per se. So, there you have it for the outside linebacker rankings. Tomorrow we'll do inside linebacker. So, news and notes is next. We have some things to get into. All right, latest with the 49ers situation. The 49ers and hold-in wide receiver Brandon Ayuk remain in a standoff while resolution without holdout Trent Williams isn't close. Meanwhile, Hassan Reddick remains away from the Jets. So, the 49ers are in a rough situation as they head into their Week 1 game against the Jets in less than 2 weeks. So, Christian Yelich says that daily living sucked as he explains decision to undergo season-ending back surgery. So the White Sox got sued after a shooting as a woman shot during a game last year seeking over $50,000. So LeBron shouts out Aja Wilson as she had the 42-point game in a loss to Enrique Angambali's Dallas Wings. I don't think Aja should be the MVP. The Aces, to me, have underachieved this season. And this is a regular season award, not a championship award. And, yeah, she might be the league's real MVP, but it's a regular season award, and I think it should go to Breanna Stewart, who has led the Liberty to the best record. So the Colts got 3 2024 draft picks as they released their 5th, 6th, and 7th round picks from April's draft. Yikes. You never see teams do that. Not ideal. And then the Bills cut Frank Gore Jr. after the preseason. Tim Patrick got cut by the Broncos, and the Lions are likely to sign him. That'd be a good signing for them. The Chiefs cut Kadarius Toney, as they should. He sucks. That was a bad trade by them. I know they won the Super Bowl, and he helped out a little bit, but bad trade. They gave up a 3rd-round pick for a guy they cut. The Cardinals cut Desmond Ridder, as he was traded to them for a 3rd-rounder in the offseason. That was a bad trade. So Ernest Jones, the 5th, got traded to the Titans after denying rumors. So that's a good pickup for Tennessee. Tennessee's actually, in my opinion, not really trying to tank. I wouldn't call them a half-pregnant team, per se. Like, you could argue the Giants, and you could argue the Bears and Minnesota. I just feel like those 3 teams aren't really all in for different reasons, but I don't think Tennessee's really all in either, but they're trying to, rebuild. And they're doing it in an interesting way. A lot of free agent pickups. So you could argue the Giants are more like Tennessee in the NFC, except without the overpaid quarterback that shouldn't have gotten that money for a playoff win over an overrated at the time Vikings team. So a nice trade by KC. The Cowboys sent Peyton Hendershot to the Chiefs, the tight end, for a late-round conditional pick. So I think the Chiefs need some depth at tight end because I don't think Kelsey is going to be, a world beater in the regular season. The Browns are taking calls on Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Actually, no, that's a lie. They were, but the Browns are taking calls on Tyler Huntley and Jameis Winston. I think Jameis would be a good option for the Giants. He'd be an upgrade over Tommy DeVito. Although DeVito, I think he made the team because of Drew Lock's injury. That's my opinion. Or else he would have been potentially on the trading block. I think the Ravens could be a Jameis team if They could use upgrade at the backup spot. Ironically enough, the Saints, who just got rid of him, maybe the Rams for backup to Stafford. But yeah, Jameis, I think, would be a really, really good backup somewhere. Maybe even Dallas over Trey Lance. So the Giants released Allen Robinson after he joined the Giants in the offseason. Oklahoma State to start number 1 overall prospect, true freshman Jeremiah Smith against Akron. Ryan Day does not named RB1. He's undecided whether to be Trayvon Henderson and Krishan Judkins. I think it should be Henderson. DeMarco Murray suspended as he receives 1-game suspension for recruiting violations. He's an assistant coach now. That's crazy. Garrett Cole expected to opt out as the Yankees can nullify move by adding 10th year to original deal. So I think there's probably a wink-wink there with Cole and the Yankees, kind of like how LeBron and the Lakers had the wink-wink in the summer. The Red Sox bring up Rich Hill. We'll see if he helps them. The Astros are close to signing Jason Hayward. I don't know if I like that addition. I just think he's washed up. So Sasaki, who's a Japanese ace, is expected to be posted in November. All these Japanese pitchers have been coming over the past several years have been outstanding. Yamamoto and Senga. Roki Sasaki. He's 22 years old. I think he would fit anybody. Like, I could have a list of teams. Like, to me, a good fit would be the White Sox, just to have, like, another fresh face in there you could build around in your pitching staff. But I don't know if you'd go there considering how bad they are. The Angels to kind of replace Ohtani in that rotation. That would be a good fit. But I think Sasaki should either go to a rebuilding team because of his age, or he be go to a win now situation. I mean, the Yankees would be interesting to have like a potential another number 2 guy behind Garrett Cole in case they think Luis Gil regresses or something like that. So I think that'd be a good fit. But I think that in terms of a win now team, it has to be the Mets. It has to be the Mets. Because is Senga really like a bona fide ace? And they got rid of the 2 bona fide aces at the deadline last year, who are both potentially going to have impacts in the playoffs. So it's going to be an interesting offseason for sure. But yeah, I think this is the guy the Mets should be looking at and not the guy from the Bronx that needs to remain a Yankee at all costs. His name is Juan Soto, in case you didn't know. And Lindor made some comments about Soto, which is ridiculous. Like, the media needs to stop with this because this could be a distraction to a team. I talked about this on yesterday's show. So a couple players out for the season. Colts tight end Jelani Woods to his 2nd straight year with a toe injury. A.J. Dillon's out for the year for the Packers with the neck injury. That's a bad, brutal loss. Josh Jacobs has to have a big impact in that offense. And Elijah Mitchell for the 49ers. Really good backup running back. That's a brutal loss. Odell Beckham Jr. to start the game, or to start the season on the PUP list for the Dolphins. That's not ideal. Like, he's supposed to be their number 3 receiver. Saints running back Kendre Miller expected to start on the IR. Hamstring injury. That's not ideal. The Florida Panthers have a new ICE logo. of course this comes out. Former Michigan staffer Stallions denies stealing signs as he rejected the claims in NCAA interview. Like, come on, we know what you did. And you're lucky your team won the championship last year, and that's because of your coach that knew and left to the Chargers. The NFL adopts a new ownership rule as owners approve measure that will allow private equity firms to engage in part ownership of teams. Former four-star leaves UNC, Zayden High. That's not ideal for Carolina for basketball. So there you have it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. There's a couple that jumped out for me. I'm 0-2 for the week for best bet, which is unfortunate. I need to get back on track here. And I am I wanted to take a soccer best bet, but I don't know if I want to go to soccer or not. So I'm going to take a chance here and go under 8.5, Orioles, Dodgers. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not going to go there. I like the Braves run line against the Twins. So I'm going to lay a 20th of a unit, Braves -1.5 against the Twins at +126. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything. Look ahead to everything tomorrow. Inside linebacker rankings. College football week 1 begins tomorrow. So we're going to have projections and everything for you. And tomorrow we are going to drop the predictions podcast at some point. It might be in the morning and it might be in the afternoon. So keep an eye out for that. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody.